La la la. Hello guys. Alpha Smurf back again. 大家好，陈兄终于回来了。It's been a while, man. But before I go through the analysis of this 1.9 billion might zero, let's do this first. So it's 2 minutes before you strike upon this frozen fort. Let's see how it goes. Hello Ratnish players. Hi Chan Jinjie. Strong O2 Lots Mobile. How are you? Tian Xiangjun. 你好. Taha AA. What's up? What's up guys? Albert 111 Games. How are you guys? Wow. Looks like we got a target over here. Baharat Raj. How are you? Yes, there's many rumors about his ban, his quit, he passed away and stuff like that. Let's talk about it later on. But for the purpose of this stream, I shall quickly show you guys a glimpse of incoming fort. Then I will watch with you guys the whole video of how this 1.9 billion might got zeroed. Then we analyze. Is it really worth it? Is it really worthwhile to actually spend so much resources and T-Force to zero him? Who is actually the ultimate winner? Is it the attacker or the defender? Alright, later on I will go through in the details. But for now, let's sit back and relax for a moment, 1 minute, because we got some job to do. I have to clear off this fort battle first. Alright. I think he quit cause he was online. That's interesting. Let's see. I have no idea what are they going to tank our hit. If they're going to tank a hit from the eyes, it's going to be very painful for them. Let's see how it goes. Are they gonna tank our hit? No. They don't. They don't want to tank our hit. So, without further ado, let's get back to the main topic for today. Alright, today Alright. There's few things. Honestly, I have yet to watch the full video of the zero of this 1.9 billion might. So, for the first part of the stream, I will watch the video together with you. This is the first part of the stream. The second part of the stream, I shall analyze the post-analysis. But before that, I think it's a quiz time again. So, who is the first one to post in my chat again? I have no idea. To be very honest, right? Because this is based on a scheduled stream, so I will record down whoever that posts first based on what I saw in my chat. So the first person who posted in my stream was Nom. Alright, it's not Nom. So obviously there's some controversial like who is posted things first, but I just note down whoever I saw. So without further ado, let's watch the stream. Okay, before that, please post the answer of one thing. A quiz answer. Alright. How much do you think the attacker or the defender, as in the attacker lost, how much more gems and how much more resources it lost. Let's say you think the attacker, which is the JVT and all the alliances, in collectively, the amount of troops they lost as well as the amount of gold, equivalent gold they lost, is by how much? You just post your answer. Let's say you say the attacker, which means this the JVT, all the alliances, they spend perhaps in totality of spend like 5 million more gems to zero out this 1.9 billion byte. Then you can post your question. So how much more does the attacker spend? You can post your answer something like 1 million more gems and maybe 1 billion more gold, something like that. So whoever got the closest answer towards the end of my analysis will be in my Hall of Fame. Means that you are spot on and you know how to calculate math very, very well, so you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So let me reiterate. Attacker, defender. The defender is the 1.9 billion might player. The attacker is the JVT and the whole alliances. Collectively, how much more gems do they spend? More gems. And how much more gold resources they spend. Alright? Whoever got the closest answer in the Hall of Fame. I will review that piece by piece in details. And you will know, is it worth it to actually zero a 1.9 billion might? You will be very surprised. Okay? Post your answer. I just talk about gems and gold. Don't talk about other things. Gems and gold. Okay, without further ado, let's watch the video together. And credits to the SGK YouTuber who posted the video. Honestly, I have yet to watch in details. So let's watch this together. Shall we? As you can see, Joe Pang he got rallied. I think this video is a 7 minutes long video. Let's watch this together, and towards the end I will go into details of, is it worth it to actually zero him? Is it worth it? Just take a note. Just take note of the drop each time. He dropped like, okay, just for example this one, right? He dropped 10 million each hit. 10 million each hit. One hit, 10 million down. Sometimes it's 9 million or maybe less than that. Alright, Chan Jin Jie, you guess 8 million gems and 70 billion gold. Hi Muhammad Asma, how are you? Just bear in mind, my question is how much more. It's not about how much the attacker lost. So I already have a math of how much the 1.9 billion might player lost in terms of the troops as well as the T4, the resources equivalent and the gems equivalent. So how much more on top of him did the attacker lost? Is it worth it? This is the thing we're going to talk about. Ranish says 6 million more gems and 75 million. I think you refer to gold, right? 75 million more gold. That's hell lot of rallies. This is really hell lots of rallies. Yes, you guys can do the math. So, Zenisha, you should be able to get the most accurate answer. So tell me the answer. In terms of gems and gold. whoever got the closest answer will be in the Hall of Fame. And some assumptions to note is we are talking about resources. We are talking about no subsidies for T-Force, which means for every 6,000 heroic factors or 6,000 cannons, you need approximately 3 million gold and 6 million resources, 6 million or 6 million stones and stuff like that. You do the math. But apparently you only got one chance, one shot. So too bad. That's your final answer already, so you can't change it. So Stronghold 02 says 20 million gems and 200 billion gold. Are you serious? Come on, do the proper math, man. You only got one try. So whoever got the close answers, that will be it. So you say 12 million more gems and 85 billion more gold. Okay. See, after like so many rallies, they finally push him down to around like 1.3 billion gold. Sorry, 1.3 billion might. And that is hell lot of. That's a waste of resources, waste of time. Actually, I was able to. I'm supposed to be able to be online to capture this whole live stream, but apparently that was like around 1 a.m. my time yesterday, so I'm tired. I decided to take a break and fuck it and go to bed, man. Alright, this video is already halfway there already. It finally dropped to 1.1 billion. After so long. Finally dropped to 1.1 billion. And just bear in mind that this video is actually a summary. So by and large, this whole video, this whole zeroing took maybe more than an hour or so. It's really not worthwhile, man. And based on the rumors of he passed away, or he quit the game and stuff like that, does it really matter? It doesn't matter really, to be honest. But I personally think that he just quit the game, and he doesn't give a shit of whether to play on a game anymore. God Z Wick, you can't wait for Branch Hong to get zeroed. You'll be surprised how much it costs to zero Branch Hong, man. You have no idea. Do you know how much troops does Branch Hong have? No one gonna touch that shit, man, to be honest. Wow, so far I have so many answers. We have Taha AA who says 1 billion gold and 13 million gems. Ranish says 12 million gems and 85 billion gold. Okay. Gods, you say 15 billion gold and 15 billion gold and 9 billion gems? Come on, are you kidding me? 9 billion gems. You know 9 billion gems is 9,000 million, right? Or you just meant 9 million gems? 9 billion gems? Seriously? I'm sure one of you will get a very accurate answer if you really do the math properly. Because I will do the math together with you guys and see whether is it worthwhile to do that. Heard the account was banned months ago for gem selling. Maybe it's true, man. And Bran Chong has 450 million troops. Yes. Yes. For this guy, he had around 55 million troops, and majority of them are T3s. Approximately like 7.5 million are T4s. So if you do the math, Renchon is indeed Renchon has around like 450 million troops. They are quite spot on, quite true. And after so long, he dropped 897 million. And this is just a summary. Can you believe just a normal... That's the reason why I don't live stream this, because it's gonna take me an hour or 2 hours to stream this whole zeroing. That's crazy lot of time, man. Oh, strong O2, you change your answer again. 100 million gems and 500 billion gold. That is insane amount, right? 500 billion. I don't think that's much, right? Never mind, we shall see later. Okay, we are near the end of the video, and he finally burns. He burns at 627 million might. And it's not zero yet. He burns again. Oh, you mean for the brand zeroed? Well, let's see. I think one of you have a very close answer. I shall not reveal who got the closest answer for now. And finally, he got zeroed at 470 million might. That is a short glimpse of what happened just now. And now, let's go on to the main topic of the day. Is to compute whether is it worthwhile to zero someone like him. Alright, is it worthwhile to zero someone so insanely big like him? And let's do a comparison between the attacker as well as the defender. Okay, I already do up some math and simple calculation of what is it like. Over here. One second. You know, for the attacker, we know it's JVT, C2O and some other alliances, they actually rally on this guy. And let's talk about some factual figures first. We knew Joe Pang started at around 1.95 billion might. Alright, he started at about 1.95 billion might. Alright. The thing is, whatever things that you captured in the video is actually, he missed out at least 5 or 6 rallies prior to it. So prior to it, he started off actually at around like 1.95 billion might. This is facts number 1. Facts number 2 is his Q. His Q. If you look at here, let me see. Can you see this? His Q. His Q is at 118 million. But this is actually after like 4 or 5 rallies. So by and large, he started at 110 million Qs. Alright? What other factual things we know? We know that he ended at this. This was his ending result. Can you guys see this? He ended at 470 million and 277 troops Q, which means he dropped. Let's talk about factual result first. He dropped approximately 1.4 billion might, and he Q 167 million troops. And you know, for all these rallies, right, all of them are T4 marches. T4 marches. Which means the amount of raid dates. Let's talk about raid dates. Raid dates is the 40% of the amount of troops over here. Why do I say 40%? You must know that for IGG mechanics, right? Even you send a full troop march of like 2.37 million, you won't have all 2.37 million raid date. For example, for this one, let's take for example this one. For a full troop march of 2.375 million, alright, only 950,000 will be raid dead, and the remaining will be wounded. This means that 40% of them, alright, 40% will be raid dead. So the answer is 66 million, 66.8 million of them, T-Force, are raid dead. Just to get him to zeroed. Alright, just to get him to zeroed. And how many troops are wounded? Alright, the amount of troops wounded is actually 100 million. 100 million T4 are wounded, and 66 million T4s are raid dead. Just to get him to zero. Okay, but the thing is, in actual fact, how much troop did Joe Pang lost? You know, right at the start of the clip, they actually show a glimpse of his troop count. This was his troop count. If you look carefully, his troop count is, he doesn't have much T-Force. Alright, he doesn't have much T-Force. Majority of them are actually T3s. Look at that. 55 million troops, around like 7.5 million are T4s, and the rest are T3s. Just bear this in mind. If you translate them into the status of rally trap, in terms of troop might, strength, he has around 76 million frontline strength and 159 million anti-frontline strength. That is a lot of strength. Do you know for a typical M44 rally trap, which is the 6 million T4s and 6 million T2s, it only has around like 24 million frontline and 24 million anti-frontline strength, which means this guy is at least 6 to 8 times better than this typical M44 rally trap. That's the reason why it's so difficult to zero this guy out. It's so difficult to zero this guy out. And before I go on, do you know how much resources and gems it takes to build this kind of troop count? So, you know, just now the initial quiz I mentioned, the answer is we have to know how much it costs in terms of gems and resources to build this troop count. Alright? And we compare against the number of T4s wounded and number of T4s killed to get him to zero. We use these two comparisons to compare. Apple to apple. How much more gems and how much more gold? This is our question right at the start. Hi Bao Kao, how Ricky Christian, how are you? Hi Phone Guy and hi Zurex Asdorf. How are you guys? So I shall cut this stream short and I dive right to the answer. Let's do the quick calculation right now. This is a template I come up by myself, and you have to assume some assumptions, which means every 6,000 troops, it will cost approximately 3 million gold and 6 million resources. Alright, this is my assumption number 1, which means there's no subsidies involvement. No subsidies involvement. And that is my calculation. Alright, and we knew he had this amount of T3s, right? Based on my template, the amount of resources spent for him to build out this amount of troops is 12.9 million gems and approximately 4 billion gold. 4 billion gold and 12 million gems. How about our attackers? You know our attackers? Let's talk about one by one first. Let's talk about the amount of gems. The amount of gems lost is 66.837 million red dead. That is equivalent to how much gems? Let's talk about this first. They spent 25 million gems. 25 million gems. Alright? That is so... I have no idea. That's an insane amount of gems. That's the equivalent of 25 million gems. Okay? But what about resources? You know, for resources, right, you have to take into consideration of the wounded, which is the 100 million wounded. But you have to take note of one thing. For wounded, right, it's 2.5 times lesser amount of resources you're gonna spend to build up your troops, which means let's say you take around like 3 million resources to heal like 6,000 troops, right? Sorry, it's 3 million gold to heal to build 6,000 troops. Alright? The thing is, in terms of healing resources, it's actually 2.5 times cheaper. 2.5 times cheaper. Which means for 100 million troops wounded, it will cost approximately the cost of building 40 million. It will be equivalent to building 40 million kind of resources, 40 million troops of resources. So it's not the total amount of like resources based on building 100 million troops. It's actually based on the amount of resources to build 40 million troops, because it's 2.5 times lesser. Alright, this one you have to bear in mind. So for instance, the total amount of resources that you need, right, is this. This is the total amount of resources that is actually spent by the family over there. So JVT, that family, they actually tried to zero him. The answer is this: 53 billion. That is insane. Gold spent for attacker. So there you go. We have the answer. So whoever that got the closest answer, alright, shall be in the Hall of Fame. So the additional gold, additional gems spent for attacker, we are talking about versus the defender. And the additional gold, additional gems and additional gold spent is actually as simple as getting the difference between both of them. So you know the addition gem spent is actually just this amount of gems, 25 million, less of the gems that spent to build that troop combination of 1.9 for that 1.9 billion might castle. This is 13 million more gems. 30 million more gems. Alright? And this additional gold is actually 53 billion gold, less of the 4 billion gold that we need initially. So it's approximately 50 billion gold gems. So who has the closest answer? I have no idea who got the closest answers. So I have to throw up and have a look, man. I have no idea. Who got it? So who is it? I don't know. Okay, do a shout out if you think you got the closest answer, which is 13 million gems and 50 billion gold. Okay, Chan Jinjie, you guessed 8 million gems and 70 billion gold. I think you have the closest answer so far. Let's see who else have the closest answer. Well, I also got quite a similar answer, but you guessed 5.4 million gems, so you're very far off for that. Okay. Ranish, you got a very close answer as well. You guessed 12 million gems and 85 billion gold. So let's be fair. So I'm going to guess based on the percentage difference of you guys. Ranish, you guessed 12 million. And you guessed 85 billion gold. That is really not bad. Your answer is only like just a bit off by wow wet. Alright, so honestly, I think we got a tie between Ratnish and Chan Jinjie. You say 75 billion? Let's do a quick check, man. Nah, you say 85 billion gold. Come on. Come on, Ranish. Unless you change your answer along the way. No, you see. Okay. Only got the first guess. So to be very fair, whoever to guess the first guess will be the final answer. You can't have the second guess. So just based on the looks of the first guess. Alright, the first guess. Ranish first guess I think is 12 billion and 80. Oh yo, your first guess is actually 6 million gems. Doesn't matter. For now, based on the looks of it, Chan Jinjie. I think you got a close answer for now. So I think I shall not go on further so much on this thing at all, because I should make my rule very clear in the first place. Alright, Chan Jinjie and Ranish, both of you guys, I would say a tie. Both of you have one of the closest answers for today. So, congrats, man. And Hi Sue, how are you guys? Do you guys think the Chinese will have a chance to finish English players? I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. And I shall end my stream. I shall not go on into so much details of anything more details. So, yes, Ranish, and Chan Jinjie. Well done. And Ranish, you have been 2 times. Yeah, it's quite sick, right? And I think I shall not go on further. And did someone just ask me a question about Cost 0 branch Hong? Illegal connection. Mine to share ZMB Leo 007 troop combination. Oh, what do you mean? You mean this guy? This troop combination? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. This was a shared report by my guildmates. But by and large, it's quite obvious what kind they send, right? They send full, because they all of them have the Emperor title. So which means they send full infantry, full range, full cavalry. I assume ZN Leo actually send full infantry. It will be 90% T4's infantry with very little buffer of T3s. That is my understanding. Because back then when I shared this video of these 3 Emperor titles, the other 2 actually have Emperor titles that give you range, more range attack and more cavalry attack. So logically speaking, ZN Leo will be the one to be sending full infantry. Alright, I think I've gone through a lot of details for today, so I shall cut the stream. Cut the stream. Too much details is not good. Alright. To 0 branch out, I think more than 150 million gems and 1000 billion gems. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. And the thing is, it is a bit too foolish to 0 someone like Branchong. Although it's 0able, but the thing is, just for an example of this, alright, to 0 someone that is 1.9 billion might, it already costs you more than an additional 13 million gems and 50 billion gold. So it's a deficit. Not to say Branchong, you will cost more than 10 times the gold and gems. So I wouldn't recommend that. So it's not worth it. How do you know people have champ gears? Is it because there's a lot of millionaires on Lost Mobile? I don't understand your question. Champ gears? You know, there's a lot of, I don't say millionaires. They spend more than what they can afford. You know, for gold champ gears, you need approximately like 300,000, right? So you're gonna spend like near to $500,000 on this game. It's kind of stupid. So I shall not comment whether it's based on the Amazon card or the what kind of credit card fraud and stuff like that. We don't know. But by and large, there are many rich people in the gaming industry. Renchong is one of them. Ice is one of them. There's so many of them that don't mind spending 100 over thousands on this game. Alright? But for people like me, I don't see the point in spending so much on the game, because game, there is a cycle whereby it will go down. Alright? There will be a cycle. So which means the lifespan of game, I don't think it's justifiable for me to spend so much in this game. Unless you're saying that this game will last for at least 20 years. More than a COE of a Singapore COE times 2. And it's tradable on market and stuff like that. Then again, I might deem it as a way of, oh, maybe this is an investment. But for now, it's a waste of money to spend so much on a game where every game there's a there's a cycle life. So I don't see that something that is good. Ranish, well done. Yes. You are 2 times in the Hall of Fame. That's quite imba. But the best is still Sunburn Sam, who is my first VIP, and his rank is Star VIP Smurf. Thank you, Sunburn Sam, because you're my first patron that contributed some kind of support for me on a monthly basis. Thank you so much. Is there a link for Sneaky Tashi research? Well, you can go back to Sneaky Tashi video and find it. I can't find it over here. I think Sneaky Tashi already have its own spreadsheet, and his poster is his research and stuff like that. You can find it. Should not be that difficult. So, with that, I shall not go into much details, and I shall call it a day. Alright? Sorry, the VIP is because he's my first patron. Alright, and he's my so-called the best. He supported me. He donated a amount of money, but let's not talk about that, man. Because this is optional whether you want to do that. I do this more for a leisure thing, to educate you guys, and out of this I actually feel quite satisfied and happy about that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright, and congrats to Chan Jin Jie and Ranish players to be in the Hall of Fame. With that, I shall end my stream. Alright, 所有中国人、华人、新加坡人、台湾人，只要你是个华人，谢谢收看我的频道。有缘再见 ，Happy Sunday and good luck, guys.